So we're assuming the firm still wants to maximise its profits, so we've got to build our model and show what that looks like. And what we just demonstrated, is that it's no longer the case that demand is horizontal. Demand is now downward sloping. So if price was £10, demand would be 110 units. If price fell to £5, demand would be 330 units or something. That's the point of demand line. But remember that the demand line shows you something else. It also shows you what price a firm will need to charge to sell a particular number of units. Suppose that the firm wants to sell 200 units. What the demand line tells you is that this firm would need to charge a price of £12. Or if it wanted to sell 400 units, it needs to charge a price of £2. So we could also call this thing the price line. But you see, the thing about price is, it's also always equal to price. Is always equal to, assuming we have a single product firm, average revenue. And let's see why that is the case. We know that average revenue is total revenue divided by output. Total revenue is price times quantity. So average revenue is price times quantity over quantity, which is price. Or more simply, if I sell all my things for £7, on average, my revenue is £7. It's not rocket science, this stuff. But what we can say, is that line, if you look at it one way, it's a demand line. If you look at it another way, it's an average revenue line. Now then, there is another complication you'll be delighted to hear about marginal revenue. In perfect competition, what we found, in perfect competition, we said that average revenue and marginal revenue were always the same. So in perfect competition, the person was selling their tomatoes for whatever it was, £10 a kilo. If they sold them, on average, they sold them for £10 a kilo, and if they sold one more unit, they got £10. In monopolistic competition, that's now more complicated. And the reason is that to sell an extra unit, price has to be cut. And that doesn't sound, it's obviously true, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be problematic. But actually it is problematic for marginal revenue. It means that marginal revenue and average revenue are no longer the same. And I'll show you why that is now. Imagine that it's Monday, and you're thinking about buying a pizza, and you discover that the price of pizzas is £10. You decide to buy one. So from you, the total revenue for the firm, is £10. 10 times 1 is £10. So your average revenue obviously is 10 divided by 1 is 10. And marginal revenue, compared with buying no pizzas, the firm now makes £10 from you. Marginal revenue is £10. Fine. On Tuesday, what happens is you discover that the price of pizzas has gone down. That they're having some sort of offer. The pizza company's cut the price to £9. So, being the little pig that you are, you decide you're going to buy 2 pizzas. So quantity is 2. Total revenue for the firm, it sells 2 pizzas at £9. That's £18. Its average revenue, of course, is still £9. 18 divided by 2, which is 9, or price and average revenue are the same. But what about marginal revenue? Marginal revenue, we used to have a total revenue of 10. Now we have a total revenue of 18. Marginal revenue is 8. Where is the missing pound? Yesterday I sold a pizza for £10. Today I sell another pizza for £9. Why is my marginal revenue only £8? And the answer is that the first pizza, bad pizza, the first pizza also is only sold for £9. So the firm's marginal revenue is it gets plus £9 from the second pizza, but it loses £1 relative to Monday from the first pizza. It used to sell that pizza at 10, now it sells it at 9. Suppose on Wednesday, price goes down to £8, and on Wednesday 3 pizzas are bought a day. The firm's total revenue is 24 quid. On average, it's getting 8 quid. But its margin revenue, again, has gone from 18 to 24. Its margin revenue is only 6. And again, if we do it in pizza terms, on Wednesday, sure, it sells this extra pizza here, for 8 quid, but it has to sell the other 2 pizzas for 8 quid as well. So therefore, it gets plus £8 from selling a third pizza for the current market price, but it loses £2 because the other 2 pizzas that yesterday it sold for a higher price are now selling for a lower price. So what this now means is that in monopolistic competition, marginal revenue and average revenue are no longer the same. In perfect competition, we said that MR equals AR. In monopolistic competition, it's no longer the case. Marginal revenue no longer equals average revenue. And the reason is that to sell an extra unit, price has to fall. But not just for the extra unit. All the other units have to have a lower price too. And therefore, what that means, marginal revenue is generally less than average revenue. Because we sell all the units at the new price, that's average revenue, but marginal revenue, you get one set of extra revenue from the additional pizza, but we lose out on the fact that we've got to sell the other pizzas for a lower price. And we'll examine this a little bit more in the next video.